Folks, today on Crossing South, we travel back in time as we get to know the history of one of Baja's most famous hotels. We also team up with water sports experts in Rosarito, and all of it's coming to you right now. When visiting Rosarito, part of its skyline is the iconic Rosarito Beach Hotel. Now, iconic is not throwing the term loosely. Its story is long and unequivocally linked to the United States, tracing its origins to the early 20th century. Through this door, the most beautiful women in the world pass. That's what that caption on the door says. We're here at the Rosarito Beach Hotel, one of the most storied hotels in Baja, dating from the 1930s. We're going to meet the owner right now. It's my friend here, Mr. Hugo Torres.
Hola, Jorge.
How you doing, my friend?
Fine. Welcome.
Very nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you
So
too.
you're a pretty famous guy here in Rosarito. Everyone keeps pointing toward you.
Well, I've been here so long that even the dogs know me.
The dogs know you.
Bark at me.
Well, thank you. We're happy to be here in your hotel. We'd like for you to show us a little bit. So,
Sure.
Is that okay?
Okay. This is our main lobby, of course. We are very proud of our murals in
correct.
the lobby. It took 2 years for the artist to
2 years to paint it.
Living here full time.
Oh my goodness.
Finished it in 1937. Matias Santoyo went through this lobby and painted 1937. This is when it was finished.
That painting, what is it? What part of Mexico is that?
That's Santa Prisca Church in Tasco,
Tasco.
near Acapulco.
Isn't that where they do Tasco? Is that where they do silver or no?
They'll do silver.
Yeah?
Silver Town.
Silver Town.
Yes.
In Tasco. Pascuero?
This is Pascuero.
Okay, that's Pascuero.
In Morelia. Yeah.
A lot of your hotels made up from adobe bricks?
Yes, adobe bricks. All of this whole building.
That is awesome.
Yeah, there was no steel
Right.
available
Exactly.
at that time. All the steel went to build tanks.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, no cars.
No,
they,
really?
they didn't build any Fords or Chevrolets.
During that time, there was a pause.
Yeah,
No cars being built.
For a few years, there was no new models.
No new models.
No.
Better
They went into the tanks.
better take care of the one you have.
First hotel, a small hotel, started in 1925.
1925.
And there were,
How many rooms was that?
Was a few tents.
A few tents.
Tents on the beach. and then...
Was that your great-grandfather or something who had that?
No, this was built by an American.
Oh, really?
They wanted to invest in building a hotel here, and he started with the tents. And then he built 12 rooms, rooms only with no bathroom. It was a general bathroom for men and one for women.
And how did your family get it?
My uncle purchased the property from them.
From them.
And then he started to build the 50-room hotel, having in mind the Agua Caliente.
Right, the casino in
The
Tijuana.
casino in Tijuana. He wanted to have a casino here.
You're kidding.
But when he finished the main building in 35, 36, President Cardenas abolished
All casinos.
gaming, all casinos. So this never became a casino, became a hotel. And mainly people from Hollywood started to choose Rosarito Beach to come. That's why we have the sign that through this door passes the most beautiful women in the world.
Did you have that sign from that time, or did you build it later?
It was built later but it was due because we have so many beautiful artists.
All these actresses coming from Hollywood.
Actresses from Hollywood at that time. Marilyn Monroe and so many beautiful girls.
Don't tell me Marilyn Monroe came here.
Rita Hayworth.
Really?
Rita Hayworth came with the Alicant.
Rita Hayworth.
They stayed.
Didn't Rita Hayworth at one time work at the casino in Tijuana?
Yes.
Did she?
Yes.
The Shah, right? The Shah of Iran.
The whole entourage of the Shah.
Right.
It was about 12 people.
12 people, bodyguards and stuff.
Cooks.
Cooks?
They had to cook for him because he was afraid that somebody might not give him the right food.
It would be
So
poisoned.
Right. The guy with the $100 tip.
Yeah, exactly.
He paid with a $100 bill, a 50 cents drink in the bar.
You're kidding.
And he told the waiter, keep the change. So that's outstanding in those days.
The man with the $100 tip.
$100 in those days were a lot of money.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Keep the change, buddy. $100 is a lot of money, even today, especially for a tip. The lobby, you want to see the history of this place? The lobby is the original.
The lobby is the original lobby, but it was the 1930s lobby.
All right, so this is where the magic happens. This is the Bat Cave, Mr. Torres. Tell me, what kind of awards you got here?
Well, I have, this is when I was the mayor.
Is that where each mayor of Mexico is issued one of these?
Yes, each mayor. This was 2007 to 2010.
Gotcha.
This is my second time as mayor.
Your second, okay.
And this, I was running against a much younger guy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I was about 73 when I ran, and he was about 40 years old.
The opposing candidate.
The opposing said, he's too old to be a mayor.
He said about you?
He said about me, and the next day I went surfing and invited him to surf, and I knew he wasn't going to come because he's not a sportsman. So this...
So is that picture of you going to surf?
This is a picture, yeah, and my friends from San Felipe
yeah,
that have a publication, they decided to put it in the front page.
The front page.
Yeah.
At 73, Hugo Torres.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, catching some waves.
Catching some waves.
The first governor of Baja, what's his name?
Braulio Maldonado.
In 53, Baja was recognized as a state?
It was a territory before.
Really?
There, and I was there in that picture.
You're that young buck over there?
Yes, I was.
That's Hugo right there. Is that any family of yours?
That's family from San Francisco. They're back in the 1800s, and my grandfather married a Mexican, my grandmother. So
okay.
that became the
So
Irish,
you have
Irish with the French.
Right. Okay, so this place looks pretty neat, Mr. Hugo. This is your spa, I guess, Chabet Spa.
Yeah.
That looks like a home. Right now it's a spa, but wow, that's an elaborate home.
This was built also during the wartime, but this is all from the state of Puebla.
From Puebla.
Yeah.
The tower from Puebla. Man, this is amazing. This is kind of fancy for just a bench. What was this used for?
Well, it was the party room of the family.
That skylight, is that original?
Yeah, this is skylight in the daytime, and it turns into a lamp at night.
Oh, it's got lighting in there.
It got lighting, yeah.
The whole room you call El Quijote, and because like this, you've got scenes of the story.
El Quijote's life.
Right. So that's your depictions of El Quijote's life.
It's one long story of Quixote in different stages or different chapters. He was fighting
the dragon.
The dragon here.
Okay, what is this, man? This is amazing. This looks like...
This is the home entrance.
This was the home?
To the mansion, yeah.
To the mansion, the original owner.
The original owner.
Your uncle built this.
Built this for his
wow,
wife.
This is fancy. I mean, I just imagine like a 1900 Rolls Royce, driving in here. It looks amazing. This is stone?
This is cement work.
Cement work.
Handmade.
It looks beautiful.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen cement work like this in modern times. A common feature I keep seeing is these elaborate little benches. So
well, this was chosen from different parts of Mexico, but this where they made these tiles were being in Puebla.
Yeah, this tile is typical of the
state of Puebla.
State of Puebla,
yeah.
Right.
Well, the first trip they took was not to bring decorations. When they went south, they had to bring workers.
Oh, really?
Because
not a lot of hands.
Agriculture and cattle, and there was nobody to come and work. That's how the town got started, Rosarito.
Yeah.
Because then
the workers became the villagers.
50 families from different places of northern and northwest Mexico. I was born in 1936.
36.
When they were finishing the lobby.
Where were you born?
I was born in Mexico City.
Okay.
I arrived here in 1943. When I came here in 1943, I liked the area a lot. I liked San Diego, crossing the border and all those things. Actually, I crossed with a permit that they issued. Very simple permit. I was
The
here.
World War II was raging when you went.
I was here the day that they announced the
Pearl Harbor.
Pearl Harbor.
Where were you?
In the hotel, and the hotel was full. And when they heard the news, in half an hour it was gone.
No way.
Everybody went back to the States because they were so much afraid. They didn't know what was happening.
Oh my
So
goodness.
all the gringos that were here left.
Oh, that is such an interesting story. And you were here to witness that.
And I was here. And then after that, then it was a big boom for the hotel because there was a big boom of military installations in San Diego.
The U.S. was also concerned. A U.S. military radar station near San Felipe, Sea of Cortez, because they were afraid Japanese would want to invade through the Sea of Cortez.
The whole area was checked by Americans. We didn't have to do any investment.
Exactly. City had to go dark.
Yes, city had to go dark, so that it
Give
didn't happen.
no targets to bomber planes.
Yes. However, we didn't follow those rules for Tijuana over here.
Tijuana had all the lights.
Tijuana had all the lights. So
Hey, bombas! No, I was kidding.
No, they just didn't have any worries, and we didn't have any high-rise buildings anyway.
Right. But lights were on in Tijuana.
Lights were on Tijuana.
What was the feeling of the local population here?
Well, we were relaxed because we knew the Americans were there with a big army, and they were very confident. We never saw a Marine or a Navy guy afraid or talking about danger.
Yeah, they were like, we're going to win this thing, you know?
That's
So
right,
they
yeah.
conveyed that.
They conveyed that sense.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Hugo, it was very nice to meet you. Thank you for allowing us to be in your hotel. Yeah, and for telling your stories about this beautiful place and storied hotel.
Thank you. Thank you for coming and asking because we like to tell our story.
Well, we were happy to hear it.
Thank you.
Take care of yourself. Folks, more Crossing South coming your way. Don't go anywhere. From the ocean view at the Rosarito Beach Hotel, you might notice out in the distance some land poking out above the water. What you are seeing are the Coronado Islands, which lay 8 miles off the coast. The only human inhabitants above ground are a few lighthouse keepers, just imagine the old white-bearded Popeye, and the military outposts. But these islands are home to a variety of bird life, as well as amazing creatures who call H2O their home. Though close to large cities, this precious marine habitat has been rather isolated from the raping hand of man. Now, this has allowed sea life to flourish. For instance, these sea slugs, which come in every color of the rainbow. The amount of life that flourishes in the Pacific is a diver's dream. Whoa, hold on there, big guy. The biosphere here is amazing. Divers from all over the world come to these parts to be astonished by nature's breathtaking underwater choreography. No dive shop existed here until just recently, but now you can fill your scuba tank in Rosarito with air and take a short boat trip out to this pristine diving area. The massive schools of fish found here often attract sea lions. Those who dare to do this treat themselves to an unforgettable experience. So, I went to scuba dive one day too. If I can ever get past my fear of sharks, I might do it. So the first step is to find someone who can train me. As young as he looks, Noah here, Noah Guzman, right?
Yes,
What's your
sir.
name, man?
Nice to see you guys again.
This is the lead diving instructor. Don't let the baby face fool you. How many dives you got under your belt, guy?
Roughly over 3,000 dives
Oh my goodness.
in the last couple of years.
I'm trying to think if there's anything that I've done 3,000 times, but probably have, but don't remember right now. So what are we gonna do? I mean, this is part of your setup. What do you do when you get a novice like me who knows absolutely nothing about diving? What are we gonna do?
What we do is just an introductory course. So we start off very basic with some simple skills, get you underwater, get you breathing, get you used to it. And once you're used to it, we just go around for a little swim.
Oh, really?
That's it. Simple as that. Yeah.
So how deep is this pool? No,
This
just
pool is
kidding.
only about 3 feet deep.
Yeah, that's no problem. I can just stand up.
Okay.
Anything happens,
You can
I
just stand up. That's it. Yeah.
So I heard that you have a lot of training in your. How old are you?
I'm 24.
That's ridiculous. And you're like a master chief diver. What's your official title?
The title is actually Master Scuba Diver Trainer. First of all, we have our normal scuba kit here.
Yeah.
With a scuba tank in the back. We have a regulator that is supplying the air from the tank.
Which is the regulator?
The whole compartment
This
here.
whole system?
This is the first stage, and this is what you're going to be breathing from, which is the second stage.
Okay.
All right. And so this is going to go in your mouth,
Okay.
just like upside down, just like so.
Oh, like that?
Just
Yeah.
like that, yeah. And you're going to take a nice gentle breath in.
Luke, I am your father. Oh, my goodness, makes you.
A little bit.
Like
Feels good,
it.
right?
Yeah,
It
exactly,
feels good.
does. Some more. Okay.
So anyway,
what else?
you're going to be breathing gently from this while you have the scuba tank with the BCD on your back.
BCD, what's that?
It's called a buoyancy controlling device.
Oh, this is what
And
makes you
so
sink?
This
Or-
is what makes you float in all reality. You
Okay.
want to always stay neutrally buoyant. That
Yeah.
means that you're completely flat in the water.
Uh-huh.
And so this BCD is going to compensate. If you are a little heavy, you could add some air to it.
Which I
and
am.
make you float. With a little bit of weight, you might feel a little more heavy.
Okay. How you doing, Max? You gonna be helping us?
Absolutely.
Okay, my friend.
So Max is going to be next to me underwater, controlling your buoyancy, making sure you're breathing okay.
Okay.
And if you have any problems whatsoever, we can always come up to the surface.
Okay.
All right?
Very good.
So there's 5 easy skills we're going to be doing underwater. Number 1 is just breathing. All right?
Okay, I like
So you're
breathing.
gonna
I like breathing.
Take a breath in and breathe it right out.
Okay.
Okay, once we go down on our knees, we're gonna be playing with our regulator. So we're
Okay.
gonna take the regulator out of our mouth, we're gonna blow some bubbles, put it right back in our mouth, and clear the regulator. All right? So the third skill, you're gonna be taking the regulator out, you're gonna be tossing it, and you're gonna give one big smile while you blow bubbles, and you recover it. Once you have it back in your arm, you're gonna put it in your
So I'm
mouth
gonna
again.
release it
You're gonna release it completely, yeah.
and then go get it.
And then you're gonna get it again, put it in your mouth, clear it again, this time with a purge button, okay?
I think I might be using the purge a lot.
You can use the purge.
So you put it in your mouth and then you press it?
Yeah, then you press it, all the water comes out, you breathe normally,
Okay.
good to go.
Okay.
All right? Fourth easy skill. We're gonna get a little bit of water in our mask, all right?
Okay.
Especially with a little bit of scruff you have, all right? So with just 2 fingers on the top of the mask, we look up and we exhale from our nose, and all the water comes out of our mask. Last easy skill, we're gonna do a little bit of floating. So you're gonna be pivoting on your fins, going up and down with every
With
breath you
the-
take. No, just with your lungs. Every breath you take, you're gonna find yourself slowly rising, and then you're gonna go, I'm gonna tell you to exhale, and you're gonna slowly start to go
When
down.
you exhale through the regulator,
You're-
water doesn't come in when you're
Not at all.
when you're breathing back out.
Nope, just
So you're-
bubbles come out. That's it, yeah. Just bubbles.
Okay,
That's
okay.
it.
As ridiculous as it sounds, I was nervous. I mean, when you're paranoid like me, you think of these worst case scenarios. Aren't there stories of people drowning in 1 foot of water? But this controlled environment gave me some comfort. Looking like a frog man more and more, I guess. Holy smokes, okay.
And we're in. For that, that'll work.
Is that good?
Nicely done.
I'm telling you, this equipment is really heavy.
It's called a demand valve.
Okay.
So you're demanding the air.
I demand air. It shall be given.
As you go down, okay, the pressure is increasing slightly.
Okay.
All right. So one easy technique to help you with that pressure is called equalization. All right, where you pinch your nose and you blow gently against your pinched nostrils. Did you feel your ears pop?
I did.
Perfect. Once we get to the bottom, I'm gonna ask you, are you okay? You're gonna tell me, yes, I'm okay, or maybe I have a problem.
Okay.
All right? This does not mean okay. This means
means
I want to go
go
up
up,
to the surface.
Which
all
I'll be
right?
using.
Which you'll be using, and I'll be putting your thumb down and saying you're okay.
I'll be using this a lot.
And this means no, you want to go down.
Okay.
All right?
Whoa, okay.
This is the inflator and deflator. So we're going to practice inflating our BCD at the surface. All right, you feel that? Oh, it's all inflated, okay.
Oh, yeah.
And then you're gonna deflate with the top button, all
Okay.
right? And
Okay.
anytime that you're underwater, you never want to touch this button. Okay?
Never. Okay.
Never.
With
Nope.
the inflator one.
Yes, the inflator one.
Never.
Nope, that's for me to touch.
Okay.
Or Max.
So underwater, what does that do? Does it bring you back up?
It brings you up, yeah.
But if you do it too quick, it can
then
hurt
you
you.
can come up too quickly, yes.
Okay.
And you never want to come up too quick.
And your head
You always
explodes.
wanna do is- your lungs explode.
Yeah.
Your head's fine.
We don't want that. I don't want my
We
lungs
don't want
exploding.
that to happen. No, no, no.
Okay. So my friend Max jumps in first. Him and Noah are tasked with making sure I don't kill myself. Here we go. Oh boy.
You know, the key whenever you do face a shark is not to be the fastest one to swim away.
Because that's the one you'll go after?
No, it's to take someone else's fins off and then and then swim away.
So you start getting a feel for it, put your toes in first, so to speak. Noah was very patient with me, and so we dived. I know. In a kiddie pool. Give me a break, huh? My first time. You know, it's amazing how this kid changes when he's underwater. He has these beady eyes, you know, that conveys this granite authority that lets you know, I got you. And he just puts you at ease. Lots of maturity for his age. Don't know if the camera conveys this to you folks, but he really just made me zero in on all his instructions. I mean, these tasks were simple, but you have no idea how terrifying it was to let that regulator go. But I remembered everything he told me, and the confidence he conveys just wills you on. Every little accomplishment was met by an approval handshake. And you need it. When you're down there, you need it, believe me. When you perceive yourself in potential mortal peril, real or imagined, that is a source of comfort. Even breathing has a trick to it. You should be always breathing, never holding your breath. You see, Noah's comments about not holding my breath because your lungs can explode was one of the factors adding to my nervousness. And when you get nervous, the heart rate increases. You start breathing faster, and you run out of air sooner. But fortunately, at 3 feet of depth, air lasts a long time. I relaxed myself, and at that point, it became an awesome underwater flight. I feel like Superman, starting doing barrel rolls. If I can psych myself past the fear of sharks, I will do this in the ocean one day.
Woo, how was it?
It was pretty amazing. Thank you, man.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Good job.
Max, thank you.
Good job.
It was the extra hand just in case I needed some help. For real divers out there, you must be laughing, you know, but for someone who's never tried this and who's claustrophobically afraid of the water, this was a big deal for me. I mean, just, even if we were in a pool. But you guys inspire a lot of confidence, so thank you, man. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome, George.
You guys know what you're doing, man. So, yeah, well, you do what you love, right?
We love what we do. That's it. Every single day.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. You know, getting to know the people that make this region what it is, appreciating its natural wonders, and getting to experience new activities are just some of the things that make us think of the next time we cross south.
You can find maps and information about the places you just saw, or you may order a copy of this program on DVD at CrossingSouth.com. We also do Facebook.